This is VERN Bang, recipe slanging, mukbanging it out. Not a pro or a hoe. We gonna be banging it out in this episode. Shizzle and nizzle. Wigtastic, it's magic. Spilling the tea on some of them episodes. It's your boy VERN Bang, and that's why cooking from my soul is the way I go on this multiple mukbang channel. We'll be back for more episodes. Hey y'all, how's it going? This is VERN Bang, and guess what? We are back with another episode. Yes, y'all. We are back. We're banging out. So today we're going to do a recipe video. This is a long-awaited recipe video. So we are doing jajangmyeon. So yes, jajangmyeon. So it's the black bean noodles. They're a Chinese dish, and the Koreans adopted them. It's big in Korea as well. So it's a Chinese-Korean dish. So yeah. Anyway, so we're going to do the version that I know how to make, and, you know, you can augment this to put whatever you like in it. So, you know, traditionally, and I got me a little recipe right here. So I got just a basic recipe. I'm going to do it how I normally do it, you know, me. But just give you a ideal as far as there's different types of jajangmyeon, in other words. So depending on what type of meat you're using it. But yeah, we're going to do simple. We're going to do pork. I had made the roast, and I boiled the rest off the bone and made that nice and tender, and I got the beef and some nice stock. So we're going to do pork jajangmyeon. And we got all these great veggies that are going to go into it. So, but yeah. So basically, a basic one that's big is onion, just regular onion. Onion's big in it. Cabbage is big. Zucchini. And then also some cucumber for garnish. You eat with it. But as far as cooking it in there, and also potato is big as well. A lot of people like to put potatoes in there. So you can kind of do what you want to do. You can do your own combination. Look at some other recipes you can do. But we're going to do cabbage, onion, and some broccoli. And some king oyster mushrooms. So, and you can do this very well just as a vegetarian dish. You don't have to add no meat. So I just got me a little guide here. That way I can kind of look over what I need to do, which I kind of know what I need to do. So we're going to move this to the side. We're going to get this baby on. So how are y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all having a beautiful, beautiful day. We're going to get this pot on. Heating up. Alrighty. So first and foremost, we got a big tub. So if you're going to make vegetarian, do whatever vegetarian fat or vegan, whatever fat y'all like to do. So I'm going to do lard. I made this homemade lard. I know it looks like a big bowl of mashed potatoes, but homemade pig lard. Yes, honey, homemade pig lard. So I'm going to go ahead and put some, sorry. I know some people don't like tapping, but oh well, you on a cooking episode, baby. Not wrong. So we got some lard. And like I said, vegan or vegetarians that are doing this recipe, substitute, you know, whatever oil y'all like to use. Whether it's olive oil or whatever. Grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is really good. I like grapeseed oil. Just for the fact that grapeseed oil, you can cook with it, you can fry with it, and it doesn't impart any other flavor than whatever you're cooking in. So yeah, we're going to do some big king oyster mushrooms. I got these at H Mart. They were like $2.99 on sale, which these are the big king mushrooms. They're really expensive a lot of times. And course, we got our black bean paste that we need. But yeah, let me go ahead and get some of this onion and cabbage cut up, because my lard is heating up quickly. So I got my meat already cooked. Like I said, I had cooked it, and then I made sure it was super tender, fell off the bone, and it's all chopped up, and the nice little juices and everything. So if I need some stock, I got that on deck already ready. And so we're just going to go ahead and prepare these veggies and the sauce, and then we'll add the meat, and bada boom, bada bang. And then I'll show you what type of noodles I'm using. But let's go ahead and start chopping. I know you can't see me chopping back here, but you get a bag as well. You know me, I'm going to get up there in the video because I probably forgot something. Oh well. My life story. Which I probably would have put potatoes in here. But we've been eating a lot of potatoes here lately. So, and I need to use this cabbage up. So, I was like, let's go with the cabbage and the broccoli, because I just got this fresh broccoli. Look at that broccoli. Look how pretty it is. Oh, yeah. Nice, big, beautiful broccoli. Nice, big. And you can do any combination of veggie, like I said. Or you can do just meat. I know some people, they do like the radish. Some people. Some families, they like radish. I've seen a lot of different combinations. But anyways, this is the combination I'm going to use. I love this dish. I made it a long time ago on my channel. I believe I made it on my channel. If I did make it on my channel, it's going to be in the recipe vault. But yeah, I love this dish. Alrighty. In this pan, girl, you know, she heats up quickly. Let's go ahead and get these roughly chopped. They just have to be cubed. They don't have to be perfect. Just diced it. Put some in there. Get that sizzling action. Ooh, you see that grease pop? We'll get that ASMR in here. So hopefully y'all can see the pan pretty good. And when I cut this off, while we're letting this cook in between, I'll go get my other phone, that way I can give you some close-ups and add them into the video. So, alrighty, so we can get the onions. Right. You can do one onion or half an onion. I love onions, so. And you can garnish with green onion as well. Or like I said, a lot of people just garnish eat it with a cucumber, or they eat it with that Korean radish that's pickled. It's like a funky, weird color. But I don't really like that. I don't like that radish at all because it's sweet. When I first bought it and stuff, yeah, I didn't know it was sweet. I thought it was going to be like savory, but it's actually sweet, and I actually do not like that pickled, because I don't like sweet pickles or anything that's sweet pickled. I think about the sweetest I go on like a pickle, but I do heavy vinegar when I eat it. It's pickled beets, because beets are kind of naturally sweet. But since I pickle them myself, I do heavy vinegar, and the vinegar balances out the sweetness. So it's to whatever you like. So these we're just going to chop up into cubes. And if you, like I said, you don't like cabbage, don't put cabbage. Put whatever veggies you like. And I guess if you don't like veggies, you can just do the meat and prepare the sauce. So we're going to go ahead and put, yeah, because this cabbage will cook down. Now the thing we want to do too is I don't want to overcook these veggies. I want them done, but we don't want them overly sogged out. And this cabbage will put a little moisture in here. So yeah. Hopefully y'all having a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Today is Saturday. Y'all probably won't get this till tomorrow, this video, but we're having a beautiful Saturday. Yep, trying to finish up that leftover roast, like I said. And the roast, it was a huge roast, like about 12-pound roast. And I cooked it for 5 hours, had the cracklings on top, crispy the first night. Man, amazing. The meat, so tender, delicious. But when you get close to the bone, that meat's tougher. And so that's why I boiled that bone meat off the bone. And yeah, I boiled it for a while. And I got little bits of skin in there and fatty, non-crispy pieces no more because it's been in that stock. And chopped it all up, got a little bit of everything. So it won't be good. So these are the noodles we're going to use. These are made for Jajangmyeon. They're by Hayo Company, Haio, and they are thicker to stick sauce. Yeah, thicker to stick the thick sauces, and it's an udon and Jajangmyeon noodle. So, and this is fresh. You can get it at the H Mart. In the fresh section, I'm sure they got more than one brand, but this is the one that I seen that was specifically made for Jajangmyeon. And like I said, this is a fresh noodle, so it's not going to take long to cook at all. I got my water and they're boiling on a low boil, and then we'll turn it up and we'll cook. And they're divided into portions, so you got different portions. And you can freeze this and, you know, in portions too, because this is a big pack of noodles, so just depending on how much you'll feed him at one time. Alright, so we'll let this cook down. And I'm going to season these veggies as well. We got our meat season, you know how I like to do, season every layer. And I'm going to go ahead and get some broccoli in here. Cut a few pieces of broccoli. I think the only thing I hate about broccoli is all the little things that go everywhere. Yes. It is so good for your body though. We got these florets chopped up, and you got the stem part of the broccoli too, which I don't like throwing away. Don't like wasting it. It'll steam up in here. Just cut it into little pieces. But if you don't like that part, you don't have to eat it. I'm just a stickler. I hate to waste anything that's edible, you know. So we're going to go ahead and get that little part in there. And it smells delicious already. Ain't nothing like starting off with some good hearty veggies to get this yummy dish going. And you can break the florets however you want to do it down. I usually just do them this way. Leave some still connected to the stem. Some will fall off. It's messy. Oh well. So is cooking and life, all in general. Alright, so we get all that goodness in there. And like I said, this is easily to make vegetarian you can. Now, I got this sauce, and I'm going to read the back of it. Yeah, and see this, these are the ingredients. It is soybean paste, water, wheat flour, soybean, salt, calcium lactate, seed malt, water, caramel color, ethanol, alcohol, and salt. So, those are the ingredients. It is definitely not gluten-free. I don't know if you can find it gluten-free, but probably if you're gluten intolerant, you won't be able to eat this dish, but unless you can find the sauce pre-made that's gluten-free. But anyways, so we'll get this stirred up. And this is such a good, easy dish to make. Like if you had the instant noodles, the jajangmyeon, I see a lot of people eat them. Yeah, that's good. But honey, once you make this dish and have it with all the veggies and all that meat and all that good sauce and them fresh noodles, oh my God, you're gonna be like, instant who? I know instant's easier sometimes, but girl. Alright, let me quit yammering. Let me put this back in the bag. We're just going to put a little broccoli because I still got mushrooms to cut up and put in here as well. So we're going to add these over here and trying to clean this table up a little bit. So hang on, I'm going to be back in just a minute. I'm going to put this pork lard up. Yes, and pork lard is very easy to make. Wipe these out. Our cucumber scented wipies. They smell so good. Keep everything so fresh and so clean. Yes, honey. These up here. And the recipe did call for soy sauce. I don't know if we're going to need it. It called for oyster sauce. I don't know if we're going to use it, you know. But, and now, I'm going to add some ginger. My little onion powder. Just like I said, the meat is nice and seasoned. I just want to season these veggies up a little bit. And season with flavor, not necessarily salt. I know the Tony Chachere's has salt in it. That's why I put just a little bit. But the rest of these, the onion powder, the ginger, and then I got some beautiful, beautiful lemongrass. I love the lemongrass scent, the flavor. Man, it's like there's like a little something extra in your food. Boom! Lemongrass, baby. The lemongrass is good, and this brand, also the Galongo. This is that dragonfly blend that comes from, it's a product of Thailand. See? Product of Thailand. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put these up. I got what I wanted. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of my other go-to. It makes everything tasty. The Cavender's Greek seasoning. I know I mention it a lot in my videos, but this is the best. You think slap your mama good? This right here. You bet. And I'm going to take these noodles back over here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Got it cleaned up a minute. Yeah, so we're just going to do these till it's done. Which is nice if your pork's already cooked, you know. You don't have to worry about it. Because you really do want some nice tender meat in here. Now, depending on your sauce, because I know it contains wheat, and it might thicken up on its own, but you may need a starch slurry. Not 100% sure. At this point, you know, every dish is different. Every time you cook it and the ingredients you put in it, it always is different. So I just leave it to chance because I know how to thicken it up. I got some rice flour in there, or I got some regular flour, so I think we'll be all right on that if we need to thicken it. And like I said, because it contains wheat inside of it, we may not need to thicken it, so we just got to see. So let's get into these oyster mushrooms. I've always wanted to try these. These are the organic king oyster mushroom. Like I said, these were like $2.99, I believe. They're usually a lot more expensive. These are really big mushrooms. Look. Beautiful. Nicely cultivated, all clean, organic. Oh my God. Smell it. Smell it. Oh my God. It smells so good. So fresh and so clean. Yeah, so if you are going vegetarian, mushrooms are a good alternative to meat. And especially this type of mushroom. I've seen this mushroom smoked and sliced thin to represent meat, or smoked and also to do like a pulled pork mushroom. I've seen that smoked and also just pulled apart that way, because it's got fibers that will pull apart. But man, oh man, these look like little, look at that, like a slice of steak. And we're just going to dice these up as well into bite-sized pieces. Somebody want me to eat that piece. So anyways, y'all, hopefully y'all having a blessed day. We're going to get these mushrooms in here and get them cooking. I'm going to take a bite of that piece. With the other piece, the vacuum will get that one. And you can just dice these as small or as big as you want. I'll make for one more mushroom. These mushrooms are yummy. And if you're not a mushroom lover, just simply substitute it for something that you like. Leave them out. Alrighty. Yeah, these mushrooms are really good. And I got some more gnocchi mushrooms we're going to be cooking with. So, we'll go ahead and get this kind of flipped around. These mushrooms on that pan. And I just got this on a medium, probably like a medium low. I don't know, it's hard to tell because cast irons, they cook very evenly. That's why you always see me use cast iron, especially on this grill. They cook very evenly. And that lard, it's got good flavor. Not too oily. That's one thing about good lard, is it's not oily. So let's talk about the lard a little bit. Onion, an escapee. Let's holster our knife, that way we don't hurt ourselves. So yeah, so the lard I get in a big like 5-pound pack, and it's like, it will say leaf lard or to make lard or whatever, and you know, that's why I usually get it. I either get it for free at the serving center or I buy it with some. Normally here lately I've been getting it for free, so I haven't had to buy any. But what I do is I'll take it out of the freezer and I'll put it in a big pot. And then I'll put the pot on like between like 2.5 on your stove. If you got electric, like I got an induction electric one. I usually do it on 2.5. Just put it on low setting, and then you can judge it how you need to turn it from there. And I put a lid on it because it's gonna splatter. And then you just keep turning it around until, and then it will all, when it unfreezes, it'll come undone, and it's just gonna slowly render and render. And when the fat pieces get crispy, you pull them out. And if you got other animals that'll eat them, they're pretty greasy. They're not very good for people to eat. But like you got animals or farm animals or whatever, they'll eat them. So, or you can just toss them. I usually try to recycle lots of that kind of stuff. I'll put it in my, the dogs go in the front yard, so I usually throw that stuff in the backyard and let it return to Mother Earth, you know what I mean? Let the wild animals eat it. We get chickens that are loose that come by in our yard and eat. So I try not to throw stuff that can be re-eaten by the universe. Anywho. But yeah, it's hot in here under these lights. So we're going to let this cook, and we're going to come back. I'm going to evaluate what we need next, and alright, y'all. Go ahead and stir this around. So I got the veggies where I want them. So you get your veggies where you want them. I got a little color on them. They're not super cooked all the way down. So we're going to go ahead. From this point on, it should go pretty fast. And you'll see a little clip inserted where I show you the veggies and the meat. Little food pouring around. But yeah, so we got our black bean paste here. Now, I couldn't tell you what the best black bean paste in the world to use is, but I just know.
Yeah, they look good, huh? We ain't even got.
Looky here, I haven't used this one at deliciousness.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, and unless you got good fingernails and good.
Oh, let's get a close up.
Strength.
Get a close up of that meat.
It's kind of hard to get that off.
Boom,
So.
boom, boom. Oh, baby.
Don't judge me for using my teeth because it's tough. So it says about 5 tablespoons, and so you're going to make a nest like I did. I don't know how good you can see, but hopefully you can see. You're going to make a nest. Let me scoot that up a little bit. And we're going to go, it said 5 tablespoons, but we're going to, now there's some sauces that are what do you call it? I think that's more than enough. We're going to use some of the stock to dilute it down. So, but basically, we're going to let that cook. And if you ain't never had the soybean paste, it's very, very savory. This one ain't as bad as the last one that I tasted. You might need some soy sauce, I don't know. We're just gonna move them out of the way. Get a napkin. And we are going to do some fresh bring sprouts on top. And some cucumber. So let's try this cucumber out. And I have a little mandolin here. I like to do the cucumbers with the mandolin. This is a little pickling cucumber. Like they make pickles out of. I get the Persians, I get the pickling, and I also get the hot house. And sometimes okay, these are good. And we're going to garnish with these are really good. To me, this is what a cucumber should taste like. Money. Money, money, money. Really good. And I just like this little mandolin. So I think that'll be enough. Set her over here. So yeah, we just want to get that paste cooked down, and then we'll start mixing it in. And while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this nice stock. So yeah, if you want to keep it vegetarian, you go this part, add some water or some not vegetarian vegan stock or something like that, and you'll be well on your way. But since we the pig people, I know I am. I love me some pig. Alright, so we're going to start mixing this in. But you don't want to burn it, you just want to get that flavor, you know. You want to cook it down a little bit. Cook that seasoning. I forget what they call browning the seasoning, or I don't know what they call it. Since it's a cast iron, that's why I'm using a metal spoon. Normally I don't use any kind of metal on my pans, but since that sauce is kind of thick, good flavor. So we're gonna add this meat. So basically, I got my noodles. Oh yeah, speaking of noodles, hang on. So speaking of noodles, boom, you see? I told you they're fresh noodles. They don't take long at all. Not long at all. So we're going to put that right there. Go ahead and try not to make a mess. Remember, like I said, I try not to waste anything. Now at this point, we just want to get our meat. We got our veggies, which I could have used some more veggies. But like I said, I didn't want to waste this nice meat. This nice pig meat. Oh. So yeah. Right. Let that go in. Alrighty, y'all. Looky there. Look at that. Fresh noodles. Alright, so we got the rest of pig stock in here. And the meat. I know, you're like, where'd the veggies go? They're in there. Now I probably should have did this process a little ahead. I should have left the veggies a little more. But it is what it is, you know. When you cook, you learn as you go, you know. Not every recipe is going to turn out the same. Not every recipe will be perfectly in your head like you expect it to be. But that's kind of the fun of it. So, go ahead and get this mixed in thoroughly. I think we got a nice black bean sauce ratio. We've got a nice meat to veggie ratio. And plus we're going to put bean sprouts and we got more veggies coming on top. So, but all this meat would have been just wasted if I didn't freeze it, or I could have made a pot of beans with it. But I was like, you know what? Let's show everybody how to make jajangmyeon fresh. And they see how simple and easy it is and how much better it tastes than those instant noodles. Not that I'm against the instant noodles. I know we on time constraints. But if you got a little bit of time to cook it and try it, I think you'll be thoroughly impressed. Now you can use any kind of meat you want. If you look up jajangmyeon, this one had several different recipes, and they were telling you the different names. So if it's just vegetarian, it's jajangmyeon. This is jajangmyeon. If it's just like there's one that is, they do land, air, and sea. All the meats from land, air, and sea. So that'll be a good new challenge. Did I hear it? Land, air, and sea. Didn't you do that, Vern? I sure did. But guess what? That may be a good challenge for the mukbang bulls. Do a land, air, and sea jajangmyeon. Yes, baby. Vern challenges you. Just kidding, y'all. But that is a good idea. But I'm just doing a pork one using my leftovers and making a new dish. That's what I kind of like doing. Take my leftovers and make a new dish with it. And use some of these fresh veggies and get in your body and your life. So yeah, we're going to let this cook down. And let me see what the flavor is going to be. Yeah, I think it's plenty of sauce. So we're just going to go ahead and let this reduce and thicken a little bit. Everything's already cooked in here. We're just heating up that pork, which was still kind of warm because I just got done finishing it right before I started this video. Because I had that boiling for hours because I wanted it nice and tender. And then we got our fresh noodles still hot and steamy back here. So, and this is going to be Mom's portion. I'm going to show you how it looks like when we get done with her. So let's see. there's any more footnotes. That's about it. It's pretty basic. Yeah, it just gives you a little bit of footnotes, but yeah. It says don't overcook your noodles. Your noodles should be al dente. You cook them how you want to. You know, let them be. You like it how you want to. You cook it how you want to. I can tell you, we're not going to need the soy sauce. We won't need. It's perfectly seasoned. The meat was seasoned with spices that I had used on it before. It was re-seasoned when I made into a nice little stock earlier today and boiled it down with a bone and got that meat off all nice and delicious and tender. And then we season the veggies, so we season every layer. And then, of course, this is a big part of the seasoning, is this paste. So you're not going to need, and I don't think we're going to need a thickener either, because this looks nice and saucy to me. You know, I don't want it super thick because, you know, the fat in the meat will thicken it up, will gel it up anyways, because this is nice, good pork. A lot of fat, so it's going to congeal anyways when you refrigerate this. But yeah. So, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and dig down and get a little bit of everything from Mama. We're going to plop that right in the middle. And of course, the art and the fun of it is also, you know, mixing the jajangmyeon, which, let me get this together to show y'all. The art of mixing the jajangmyeon. And I'm not going to do it, I'm going to let Mama do it, but beautiful, beautiful bean sprouts. This is just merely for crunch. You get that fresh crunch. And we get these beautiful, beautiful cucumbers. And you can put them on it. I'm going to kind of go around the plate because we got to mix it up. So whatever you put on top is going to get mixed in. So just like you might as well kind of decorate around, you know. Make it look pretty. So there we go, y'all. Jajangmyeon. Very easy, very simple, and let me get the and then, like I said, traditionally, I'll just show you. You want to go on each side. Alright, put it here. You can probably see it from over here. You want to go on each side of the noodles, pick them up, and just keep mixing them around and around and around. So yeah, y'all. That's jajangmyeon. And you can make it vegetarian, vegan. You can make it with the meat, leftover meat. You can make it with pork belly. You can make it with chicken. You can make it with whatever protein you want, sugar. So, anyways, hopefully y'all having a blessed Saturday. Hope you enjoyed this quick, easy jajangmyeon homemade recipe. Yes, I said homemade, baby. Homemade. Try it. You'll love it. Until next time, peace. Stay trill. And you've been cooking with VERN Bang, baby. Look at there. Get a bite. Get a big BB bite. Alright, stay tuned, y'all. We will be back with the mukbang later on in a different video. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. You can make it any way you want to. Any type of meat, any type of protein. You can make it definitely vegetarian or vegan. And have fun with it. Enjoy. And I challenge the whole world to make it and try it at least once. That way you can see the difference, you know. And if you got a Korean restaurant by you, girl, go get it more authentic than here. But hey, I like it. And also, what else? Oh, and like I always say, be you, stay you. Don't let anybody change you. Peace, y'all.